We hate loss.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, this is a 360 video. If you're on your cell phone, use your finger, touch the screen, and you can move the screen around and you can see everything that I see. If you're on your desktop, you can use your mouse and click on the screen and move the screen around so you can see exactly what I see. All right, guys, I'm on my way to the gym right now, and this is gonna be the second video about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith situation with Chris Rock on stage. All right. At this point, everybody has watched that video at least 3 or 4 times if you have came to your conclusion as to what's going on. All right, I'm here to answer some comments that were in the comments of the video where certain guys are like, hey, can you elaborate what exactly Will Smith was going through and what he was thinking? All right, for one, I do feel like partially some of that was staged, and I do think that Will Smith took the advantage of an opportunity that he had to create more ratings and keep himself on the spotlight as well. And the reason why I say that is because Will was laughing at the joke until he looked at Jada. If you go back and view the footage, that's what everyone is pointing out. Everyone is pointing out the fact that Will was already okay with the joke before he turned around and got mad at it. So that part I think is real. And I do think that when it came to the smacking part, he didn't mean to do all of that. But you gotta realize, Chris Rock is a professional actor and Will Smith are professional actors. They both have been in fight scenes, so they know how to make situations look like they're real when they're really not. That's just one thing that they teach you whenever you go to acting school. And I told you guys, I've been to acting and film school. So trust me, a lot of these techniques are already taught, which is why you saw Chris Rock bracing himself for the hit. But let's go back and say, all right, he really snapped out. He really got mad at what Chris Rock said. What exactly is happening with Will Smith? Has Will Smith actually hit his breaking point? No. Will Smith has not hit his breaking point. Him and Jada have been professional actors for 30 years. They've been together for almost 30 years. They're still creating drama. They're still staying in the tabloids. They're competing with the Kardashians as well and Kanye. You gotta realize, fame is an addiction. People are willing to give their souls up for fame. People are willing to do anything in the world just for fame. When that money starts coming in, and the person that takes care of your house makes $100,000 a year, and the person that's watching your kids make $100,000 a year, your personal assistants are making $100,000 a year, and everywhere you go, everybody is treating you like royalty. One thing that you can't do and that you won't do is go backwards in life. And that's how women are. When women become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, they can never go backwards in life financially. A man can never go backwards in life sexually. He can't be with a freaky girl and then turn around and be with a boring woman. It's just not going to work. So it's the same way when it comes to fame. When these celebrities reach a certain level of fame, they don't want to lose that popularity anymore. So they're willing to go out here and do and say embarrassing things in order to maintain the spotlight. Why? Because the average person attention span is short. They know whatever you think about them, it's going to be short-lived. Celebrities also know that the fans are going to love them one minute and the fans are going to hate them the next minute. So they become accustomed to the on and off relationship that they're gonna actually have with fans. And you've heard Jay-Z talk about this plenty of times where he says, first they love me, then they hate you, then they love you again. All right, celebrities know this. So if Will was to snap out because of what someone said about her alopecia, it's because she has him wrapped. She has him conformed. She has him programmed to her. If you ask me, it's kind of like the relationship between a lot of you black guys and your mom. You always feel like you got something to prove to your mom. You always got to do something for your mom, all right? Because you're missing that type of guidance. One thing about Will Smith, he ended up with a strong woman. Jada Pinkett was a very strong woman, and she was different than all the other girls in the industry. Typically, girls that are in the industry, they're used to giving it up fast, becoming weak, becoming vulnerable, and then when they don't make it, then they sit around here trying to sue somebody for some money. But when it came to Jada Pinkett, you know, she was kind of already respected. Her and Tupac were really close friends. So you also got to look at the fact that Will Smith always wanted to be like Tupac and have that aura like Tupac, so Jada likes him, and maybe that was his time to show her. See, he's always trying to prove himself to her, because she never really sat back and fully said, you know what, Will, I love you, and Will, I just want to be with you for the rest of our life, and we're just gonna, he's my king. It's never been like that. Even though he's always been the star, she's always been the dominant one in the relationship. So what you're seeing happening with Will, you're seeing a situation where she's probably giving him more attention than she has ever given him, and he's just trying to show her, look, I'm a good little puppy, I'm a good little dog, I'm a good little protector, I'm a good little guy that cares about you. Is that what Will Smith is actually doing? Is showcasing his love for his woman in front of the whole world to impress Jada? We can say that. We can say he's a biggest simp, but you gotta also look at the after hour parties of the Oscars where him and Chris Rock were actually having fun at a party. So you guys have to realize is that celebrities are willing to make themselves look embarrassing in order to maintain the spotlight, because you're gonna watch them no matter what. Look how many bad things or embarrassing things that Kanye has done. But when he drop an album, them albums sell out. It's the same thing with Will Smith. He just got an Oscar for a movie. Why? Because that movie came out after the entanglement situation. Remember the entanglement situation with Jada Pinkett that they went through? He got on TV and cried. We did reaction videos to it. You guys loved it, and then you guys followed it, right? Isn't that what happened? All right, and the movie ended up doing really good. You guys are not seeing the blind sides of these stories. What you guys are doing is you're falling into the system of what they want you to fall into, which is called a distraction. What's the easiest way to distract average people? It's simple. Make people of royalty, make people of power, make people of status suffer more than what you're suffering. That's all they're doing. They're trying to look at it like, all right, even though I'm a celebrity, even though I'm rich, and even though I got money, if I want you to love me, all I gotta do is show that I'm suffering worse than you. That's just like a lot of these celebrities are not gonna be as popular as they wanna be until they actually die. Look at the music industry. Look how many artists become bigger whenever they're just dead. Because they're not here, they're not a threat anymore. It's the aura of it. So you guys have to understand, when it comes to these celebrities, they have more psychiatrists around them. They have more people around them that help them actually maneuver in these moves, so they know that they're doing things for shock value. That's what you're seeing. It looks real, but it's really there for shock value. The situation with Will and Jada, I do think Jada was upset, but I don't think Will was as mad. I just think once Will did it, he had to fall back in character. What is there to learn from this? Here's to learn from it. As a man, you cannot put your happiness and power into a relationship or a woman. And that's what a lot of you guys are facing. You don't want to have any work ethics until you have a decent girl you feel like you got to work for. You don't want to get up and get off your ass because you feel like there's no woman out there for you to be getting out here working for. Why? Because everything that a man does is for a woman. All the cars he buys for a woman. All the jewelry he buys is for a woman. All the clothes he buys for a woman. Everything that a man does for success is always towards a woman. So when a man has given up on woman, he's always gonna give up on chasing success. He's given up on chasing his dreams. Why? Because he doesn't see himself with the end game of taking his money and giving it to a woman. And believe it or not, that's what a lot of you guys want to do. You want to make a lot of money so you can give it to your woman and take care of your woman and see your woman happy. You get $1 million right now, you ain't gonna be hanging around a girl that you like and you just having a good old time and you're like, nah, this sexy girl, she ain't hanging out with me because I'm scared she gonna take all my money. No, I'm just gonna go hang out with a group of my boys and we're just gonna blow all of our money. It don't work like that, my nigga. That's what broke people say that don't got it. Simple as that. A lot of you niggas is broke. So y'all speak from a broke man's mindset, talking about what you won't do if you had money, what you won't do if you was a celebrity. Niggas, shut up. You get $100,000 in your bank account right now, you start driving the car that you want to drive, anything that look good come around, you gonna start acting different and you gonna be ready to trick because you guys ain't the man now. So understand, when it comes to these celebrities, Will Smith and Jada, yes, she has them on lock, but at the same time, man, they done been together for 30 years, 3 kids. Like, all right, they're dysfunctional. But learn from this. You know what not to do. Now you know how to act. Now you know how to be. Now you know even celebrities go through these problems too. It's just the way of life. You guys have to have a purpose. You got to have a dream. You got to have what you want. You have to have your own identity. One thing that Will Smith did, Will Smith allowed the world to give him an identity. He sold his soul to Hollywood at a young age. He was in his teens when he became famous. This is all he knows is how to act out a lifestyle, he knows how to be a celebrity and act out a lifestyle. Big shout outs. I see you, big dog. He knows how to act out a lifestyle. He's been doing it since he was 18 years old. He has never been regular. So for them to showcase their lifestyle, it's cool. What you gotta realize is, Will Smith is Will Smith. What does that mean? That means if Jada Pinkett was to divorce him, there's still some sexy chick lined up ready to lick his balls. That's the difference. He can replace her whenever he gets ready to, period. And he got the money in billions that's going to last forever. So he still wins in the end. It's not like a broke dude who spends all of his money on a woman and then at the end of the day, the woman don't even want him. It's two different aspects of life. So when it comes to Will and Jada, just understand this. It's all a joke. Celebrities would be able to get over it faster than regular Joes. Regular Joes just understand you're doing this and you ain't even got no money. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.